And they have to do it. When they do it, they have to check in. They have to share with each other and hold each other accountable. And there was a scoreboard and everything. The results was astonishing. In just 1 week, they started doing things that they never doing before. And they always thought we should do this, but they never did. For example, giving outreach calls, like 1 hour of outreach calls a day, or 1 hour of retention calls a day, or finding a new colleague, taking them out, network with them, learn new things from them. And more importantly, they started encouraging each other. They started connecting with each other. They started to say things to each other like, man, this is so awesome. You are such an inspiration. I love you, man. These are some real words they're saying to each other, never said to each other before. Often, and also this type of increased activities, accountability, and also camaraderie had a direct impact in their business. They just had their best month of the year. So when it comes to leaders, we think we need many tools and knowledge for ourselves and for our team. That's why we come here. That's why we learn. And that's why corporate training is a $100 billion industry in the United States. But the truth of the matter is, you can learn a lot of things, but most people will learn and then forget about it very fast when it comes to soft skills. And even if you retain the knowledge, you don't put them in practice often. That's why here at the Global Leadership Summit, I'm launching a new website. It's called dareme.com. Dare me to learn, dare me to lead, dare me to grow, dare me to get rejected. I love that word, dare me. It's a software, it's an app that challenges people and organizations to use social challenges to gain soft skills. We're not ready yet, we're still building the app. We'll be ready very soon. But while I'm building this, I'm inviting the leaders to work with me to run an alpha program to test with your team. So I'll be working with you personally. So if you want to talk to me, come talk to me afterward. You can find me at the booth. I won't go anywhere. But more importantly, you remember the kid who wanted to be Bill Gates? He's back. He's back with a vengeance. Well, in fact, he never left me. And I don't want to conquer the world anymore. I want to build a new world, a world where we're not afraid of rejections anymore. And I want to see how many lives can be changed, how many cool ideas can be realized, how many leaders can be made. So I'm inviting all of you into that world. So the next time, if you are afraid to take an action, if you're afraid to lead, remember, you can change yourselves by leaning into your fear, by embracing your fear. If your team is afraid, remember, you can impact them by giving them challenges. It's going to work. If it doesn't work, you can buy them a box of donuts. That always works. That's real leadership. So thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you for my story. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. What an incredible day this has been. Joe, how are you?
Amazing. He was fantastic. Absolutely.
I just want to make sure I get his name right. It's Jia Jing, am I right?
Don't quote me. I think it might be, yeah.
I think it's Jia Jing. He's incredible. This day has just been amazing. Day 2 of the Global Leadership Summit. Sam Collier, I'm here again, but I'm not here alone. I have a special friend. If you've ever been to the summit before, I'm sure you know this face. Ladies and gentlemen, speaker, author, innovator, preacher, Joe Saxton is in the building. How are you, Joe?
I'm doing great, thank you. Having a great weekend. It's wonderful.
That's what I'm saying. One of the reasons we wanted to have you on the broadcast, I mean, this is thousands of people watching right now, is because you're speaking this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. To have a time, I mean, it's a privilege to be with a whole group of leaders, for you to sit down and give some time that you never give to yourself and your leadership and your development and your growth. So the chance to talk with some leaders about that is a gift.
Now, you're from the UK, am I right?
I am. I was born and raised in London, England, and I live in Minnesota.
Oh my gosh. Now, you've been in America for about 15 years. Yep. How did you keep the accent?
What I've understood is that Londoners actually do love their accent, and so we tend to hold on tightly. Also, it gets me discounts here in America. It does. God bless it. I love it. I'm not sorry.
That's right. Well, listen, you do not want to miss her talk this afternoon. Not only is she funny, not only does she have a great accent, but she is a brilliant communicator. I want to tell you about one more thing before we go. The Global Leadership Fund. This is a fund that we're raising to help pastors and organizations all around the country partake in this content. If you give $100 or more before midnight tonight, somebody will match it. We got to go. You got to break 30 minutes and we're back. This is the Global Leadership Summit.
Like nothing I've seen, my wildest of dreams don't come close. I've never known better than living like this. I cannot resist. You are uplifting higher, higher. There's nothing that I'd rather do. Sweet elevation, our praises. There's no one I love more than you. I never knew a love like this before, the kind of life that I cannot find on my own. I've seen the world, but I have never been so sure that I want so hard. God, I just wanna be where you are, where you are. I just wanna be where you are, where you are. I just wanna be where you are. Where you are, I just wanna be where you are, where you are, I just wanna be where you are.
You shine brighter than every star in the sky. Your light shining through the dark of the night. Jesus forever. I find all that I am in your love, love, love. You are with me in every step that I take. Your love for me. You have called me by name, Jesus forever. I find all that I am in your love, love, love. Let the music play, hear us praise your name. See the darkness fade, dance the night away. We have found our place in the Savior's grace. Dance the night away. Your light is taking. I find freedom in the light of your love, everlasting. You are more than enough, Jesus forever. I find all that I am in your love, love, love. Let the music play, hear us praise your name. See the darkness fade, dance the night away. We have found our place in the Savior's grace. Dance the night away. Your light is taking. Oh, out of my heart and soul, to you alone. You are the one I want now forever.
searching, your love was never far. You made a way to get to me. You were the whisper leading me to your heart. Forever I belong to you. Now I can see clearly my heart you for me. You won't let go. Your love won't let me down. Love won't let me Love won't let me Right when I need you, you listen as I pray. You leave the 99 for me. You paint the sky with promises of your grace. So I will find my way to you. Now I can see clearly my heart you for me. You won't let go. Your love won't let me down. Love won't let me Love won't let me You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies. You love my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear, but I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear, but I am a child of God. the ash, I am born again. Forever safe in the Savior's hands. You are more than my words could say. I follow you, Lord, for all my days. Fix my eyes, follow in your ways. Forever free and unending grace. 'Cause you are my freedom. Your love, never ending. You are alive in us. Nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your love has set us free. In the midst of the darkest night, let your love be the shining light, breaking chains that were holding me. You sent your son down and set me free. Everything of this world will fade. I'm pressing on till I see your face. I will live that your will be done. I won't stop till your kingdom come. 'Cause you are my freedom. Your love, never ending. You are alive in us. Nothing can take your place. You are all we need. Your love has set us free. You are waking up knowing there's a reason. All my dreams come alive. Life is for living. With you, I made my decision. You lift me up, fill my eyes with wonder. Forever young in your love, this freedom's untainted. With you, no moment is wasted. This is living now. This is living now. You take me higher than I've been before. It's your perfect love that sees me soar. God, your freedom is an open door. You are everything I want and more. You lead the way, got your eye beside me. In your love, I'm complete. There's nothing like living with you. 'Cause life you created, I choose is living now. This is living now. the clouds, black and white, turns to color all around. All is new in the Savior I am found. See the sun now bursting through the clouds, black and white, turns to color all around. All is new in the Savior I am found. Oh, this is living now.
Like a vow that is tested, like a covenant of old. Your love is enduring through the winter rain and beyond the horizon. With mercy for today, faithful you have been, and faithful you will be. You pledge yourself to me, and it's why I sing your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Ever be on my lips. You father the orphan, your kindness makes us whole, and you shoulder our weakness, and your strength becomes our own. And you're making me like you, clothing me in white, bringing beauty from ashes. For you will have your bride, free of all her guilt, and rid of all her shame, and known by her true name. And it's why I sing your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Ever be on my lips. You will be praised, you will be praised, with angels and saints who we sing worthy are you, Lord. And you will be praised, you will be praised, with angels and saints who we sing worthy are you, Lord. Ever be on my lips.
Comes fast. There's no hiding from your grace. I can't deny your heart for mine, and it's unrelenting chase. I was on the edge of deception, caught up in my own hesitation, until your love took over me. So
the devil's head. Fear is just a lie running out of breath. The fire beneath your feet. I'm standing on Jesus' name. So let the devil know not today. Let the devil know not today. No, 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 not ever again. Jesus, let the devil know not today. Not today, not today. I'll sing the night until the morning. I'll sing the fear to your praise. I'll sing my silence to your presence. Whenever I say that, let the devil know not today. Let the devil know not today. Let the devil know not today.
You were the word at the beginning, one with God, the Lord Most High. Your hidden glory in creation, now revealed in you, our Christ. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a beautiful name it is. Nothing compares to this. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus.
will be alright. Every little thing, every little thing. Every little thing, everything will be alright. I wasted so much of life out on my own. If you're the way, truth, the life, what more could I want? What more could I want? 'Cause I laid it all on the line. 'Cause I find all I need to find. And I got no plan left besides. Just Jesus. I don't need odds in the fight. I don't need rules with the dice. I got no fallback in mind. Just Jesus. Just Jesus. The way, the truth, the life. I've had my heart in half, options open. One foot still on the sand, one in ocean. Now I'm all in. 'Cause I laid it all on the line. 'Cause I find all I need to find. And I got no plan left besides. Just Jesus. I don't need odds in the fight. I don't need rules with the dice. I got no fallback in mind. Just Jesus. Just Jesus. The way, the truth, the life. Nothing less, just Jesus. Just Jesus. The way, the truth, the life. I love you more than I love anything. I need you. I need you. So that your love reign over everything. Take the one. I'm content. Just Jesus. Just Jesus. The way, the truth, the life. Just Jesus. The way, the truth, the life. Nothing new, no one else. Just Jesus. Just Jesus. The way, the truth, the life. This is all I want. That the love I have for you doesn't fade along with you. Can you help with that? The reason that I ask, I've seen far too many.
Positioning himself as an arms dealer for the creative revolution, Todd Henry teaches leaders and organizations how to establish practices that lead to everyday brilliance. The Accidental Creative Podcast, with millions of downloads, delivers weekly tips and ideas to staying prolific, brilliant, and healthy. Todd believes that inspiration has a very short shelf life without application. So his talks include concrete practices. He is the author of 4 books, which have been translated into more than a dozen languages. Todd's latest book, Herding Tigers, is a practical handbook for every manager charged with leading teams to creative brilliance. Let's welcome Todd Henry.
Well, hello, my brilliant friends. One thing I know for certain on this planet is that heat combined with humidity will cause you to make some of the worst decisions of your life. And the particular situation I have in mind was a couple of years ago, my family and I made a trip to Disney World in Orlando, Florida, and it was really hot, and the terrible decision was choosing to go into a gift shop. Now, I don't know about you, but I tend to avoid gift shops at all costs. I think they're designed solely for the purpose of grabbing me by the ankles and shaking me upside down to see what kind of money I have left in my pockets. But on this day, it was hot, so we went in. My family was strolling the aisles, and I look up, and I happen to see what I have since come to refer to as the perfect T-shirt. So I'm going to show it to you, and I'm going to explain to you why I believe this is the perfect T-shirt. It's called How to Draw Darth Vader. All right, I'm going to walk you through it panel by panel. Panel 1, start with the head and body. Easy enough. Panel 2, add a cape. Again, so far so good. Panel 3, draw the face, gloves, and boots. I think any of us could do this, right? Right? Panel 4, add details and some shading. Finished. I think I laughed so hard I snorted when I saw this. I did. I really did. I think this is the perfect t-shirt for a couple of reasons. First of all, come on, it's just funny. It's just funny, right? But second of all, I think this is often how we talk about things like leadership, isn't it? We talk about it as if it's all about the big things. Let's have a vision. Let's hire great people. Let's put them against important problems. And voila, brilliant work pops out the other side. Who knew it was that easy to do brilliant work? But those of us in the trenches, friends, we all know that the brilliant work happens between panels 3 and 4. And it's really just the result of a lot of talented, dedicated, driven people doing whatever it takes to make it happen, which is great. We love spending ourselves on behalf of work that we care about. But there are also any number of pitfalls that we encounter as we try to produce brilliant work every day. I've spent the last 20 years of my life leading creative teams and studying creativity under pressure. Creativity among those who have to go to work every day and solve problems. How many of you solve problems every day as a function of your job? How many of you solve other people's problems every day? Okay, one final question. How many of you had a specific person in mind when I asked that last question? Yeah, that's what we do. If you solve problems every day, congratulations, you're a creative. You don't need $300 designer skinny jeans. You don't. It helps. It does. It squeezes all the blood to your brain, makes you really creative. It's great. That's why they wear them. But you don't need them. You don't. If you solve problems, you're a creative. I believe that every creative professional should aim for 3 things. I think we should aim to be prolific, to be brilliant, and to be healthy all at the same time. Prolific meaning doing a lot of work because we have to do that. Brilliant meaning doing good work because we also have to do that. But healthy meaning that we're working in a sustainable way. The problem is it's really difficult to get all 3 of these right. For example, we can be prolific, meaning we're doing a lot of work, and brilliant, meaning we're doing good work, but we miss on the healthy piece. We miss on the sustainability piece. And there's a technical term I coined for these people, and it's fried. These are the walking zombies that haunt the hallways of our organizations. And listen, here's the thing. This works for a while. It does. But if you don't get the healthy piece right, you will eventually lose the prolific and the brilliant piece as well, because you're not a machine, I'm not a machine, we're not machines. We can't function indefinitely this way. So this isn't going to work for us. And of course, we can also be healthy, meaning that we're working sustainably, and we can be brilliant, meaning we're actually doing good work, but we're not prolific enough to keep up with organizational demand. And there's a term for these people, it's unreliable. Because we can't be counted on to deliver when it matters most. And we all know those people we don't really want on our project team. None of them are in this room, of course. None of them are watching right now. But we all know those people because they can't be counted on to keep up with everyone else. And of course, that won't work. And just to close the loop, of course, we could be prolific, meaning we're doing a lot of work. And we could be healthy, meaning we're working sustainably. But our work is terrible. It's awful. Certainly not brilliant. And there's a technical term for these people in teams, and it's fired. Because you're not going to keep your job for very long if you're not producing consistently great work. So, leaders, people of influence, the first question I have for you today is this. If this were your definition of success, how would you be doing right now? If you were measuring your effectiveness as a leader by asking, is my team prolific, brilliant, and healthy? How would you be doing right now? It's a tall order, for sure it is. It's really, really challenging, but it's possible if we provide the couple of things that creative teams really need from us in order to thrive. The first thing that creative people need from you is stability. Creative people need clear and effective boundaries, a stable environment within which to do their wild, imaginative work. They do. Some people think that creatives just want complete freedom. Complete freedom is not helpful to the creative process. Filmmaker Orson Welles once said, "The absence of limitations is the enemy of art." Creative people need clear and effective boundaries in order to channel their energy in productive ways. But here's the thing, leaders. As a leader, that means you have to take the first risk. You have to take the first risk by giving them clear direction, even when you're not certain. Some leaders get really uncertain, really unclear when they're not certain because they don't want to put themselves on the line if they're wrong. Your team needs a stable